Hey Yogi, this is John, West Coast Connects. We reached out and spoke with you today on Monday, promised this free video, so here it is. I'm going to keep things really short and sweet. Just want to show you 3 tips that you could do to potentially improve upon your website and get you more traffic online. So, you are doing some good things looking at through your website. I went through a lot of it. You're ranking on almost 400 keywords, so that's fantastic. But with that 400 keywords, you're not getting a ton of traffic, and there's really a couple reasons for that. First is that the some of the stuff that you're ranking for, like Duralast PVC roof membrane, like that's not probably not something that's gonna do you a lot of good. When I put in Houston, for instance, a lot of the what you're ranking for, Houston skylight installation, that's fantastic. Um, roof repair, Houston, some of the stuff you're just too far down to get a lot of traffic. But one of the better keywords that I've seen here is these roofing companies, Houston, right? You're on the middle of the fourth page. And if I was wanting to rank for that particular keyword, I would have that somewhere within my heading. I would have it within my content. I might even save an image as that keyword. And what happens is when Google crawls your site, the first thing that they crawl is those headings. And so the headings become really important in the fact that, it's like an outline, right? Those headings are the important aspect. And so Google looks at that like, oh, this is really what they're focused on. So having those keywords that you really want to kind of build upon and rank is really important to have in very specific places. Um, so, that's really important. And then the more content you have, the more keywords you can be found for and all that stuff. But you're not, there's not a lack of stuff that you're needing to rank for. You are ranking for a lot of things. You're just not, you know, not high enough to really build upon that. And one of the reasons probably is where that information is. Like I said, a lot of these things you have a lot of content, so I don't think the quantity of content is as important. Obviously, you can always use more because one of the things that Google uses to rank sites is content, not just quality but quantity. It's one of the reasons why sites like Yelp and Wikipedia do so well is because they have a lot of content. But that would be my first tip is to really arrange the content to where you're ranking for those keywords that you're looking to rank for. So that would be my first tip. My second tip would be along with this Google business profile. So these are really useful in pulling traffic to your site and getting calls. And here's a couple ways in which you grow and build this. Number one is uh, you add reviews. So reviews are a really important way to get give Google like authority and validity to your business, right? Like this is definitely a business because look at the reviews we're getting. And obviously there's a couple of different ways you can get reviews. I think the organic way is the best. If you can get 1 or 2 reviews a week for what you're doing, then it's really great in building. You think about it, if you get 2 reviews a week, that's 100 a month or 100 a year. And if after a couple of years you're looking at 2 or 300 reviews, and that's big. So reviews are definitely important. All this information on here, your phone number, your address, your hours, your website, all this should be the same throughout all the web. So if you have a Yelp page, for instance, if it says you're open 24 hours, that inconsistency Google doesn't like. So they want to see everything's transparent in the same. They want somebody who searches on Yelp and somebody who searches on your Google business profile and someone who searches on your website to get the same information. So really important. And then photos, adding photos that are saved as specific keywords. So if I'm wanting to be found for roofing companies Houston, I would save at least one photo, probably multiple photos as that keyword, and I would tag it in a specific locations, right? So if I tagged it here, then Google would think that address potentially you did a roof on. So really important to get those things done. And The reason really is because people search in different ways, right? Some people click on the first thing they see, which is a great reason to have ads. They get above the fold. And, for the people that click on the first thing they see, it's a great way to get people to your phone number, to your landing page, to your website, whatever it may be. And then right at the top underneath the ads are this map pack. And I've seen these pull more traffic than the organics, and usually they pull up to 40% of the traffic. So, on this particular keyword, you're looking at 150 searches a month right off the bat that you're missing out on by not getting into this top three. So, there's a lot of different things you can do and go after with this Google Business Profile. My third and final tip would just be to continue to build and strengthen your site. And this is really how you do it. These referring domains is really, what builds your site. And, really you want those links to be topical as much as possible. So having to do with roofing or skylights or, whatever it is that you're wanting to rank for. And the stronger the site, the better. And this 35 is pretty solid, but you really want a 1-to-1 ratio. So you would want this to be close to a 35 as well. And so you really want to build that up. And just to show you kind of what that looks like, this is Bronze Roofing. They're ranking higher for that roofing company's Houston. And again, all these tips come into play. Their site's not as strong as yours in the UR rating, and it's a little bit not as strong in the DR. But as you can see, your traffic value, you get 67 hits. They're getting almost 700. So, it's about ranking the keywords that you want to rank for and getting as high as you can in specific areas. If you can get to the top three, that's awesome. So I hope this has been helpful. I hope it's been informative. If you'd like to know more, please feel free to reach out. My contact information is in the email. I also have a link to our Google Calendar. Myself or my business partner, Jackie, who's out there in Tomball, would definitely get back to you whenever it is you'd like to talk. So with that, have a great day and God bless.